black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to keep that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to keep that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Jameis going to look to throw right away. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They go play action. Winston. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Saints are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, That gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Winston now. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the mid. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Winston. Olave over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunity.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with the pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Throwing is Brady on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there. Make the interception, then also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down steps will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to at least get one score back. Brady's going to look to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Play action now, Winston. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Hauled in downfield, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st down, Winston. Letting one go deep for the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Winston. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for the Saints.
To throw is Winston. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back. On
2nd down, Kamara. And he is goes into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now Brady again. Finding Miller once more, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Scotty Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the mid-play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Winston. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. What's good on the extra point? And the round is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Open man downfield is Johnson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 43 yards. And the Saints take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-and-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On play action, now Brady. Got him in, complete to Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. They're on 3-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Saints.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette on the toss to the right. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's Miller, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got to tuck
as we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got everything locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
This one taken in by Olave.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. take it in at the 22. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Brady now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 2-yard line.
Winston here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end. But right now, they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they?